ETV's own Zach Burnett took to the Betty Tipton room recently to watch the annual Mr. Eastern competition. Let's check it out.
For ETV News, I'm Zach Burnett, right outside the Betty Tipton room here for the 3rd annual Mr. Eastern event hosted by the Eastern Women's Cheerleading Team. For Mr. Eastern 2016, it was quite the event. For the male beauty pageant, they had a DJ, a great crowd, and some snacks selling outside. We caught up with Brittany Bronner, senior head cheerleader, and the person in charge of Mr. Eastern 2016.
We started this event to kind of raise some money to be able to go to Nationals, Daytona in Florida. It's been a really good thing. We made $500 the first year and have grown every year. So hopefully we're trying to make some good money this year to be able to contribute to everybody else who's been helping. And we have a great group of guys here this year, so that's the best part about this.
Here backstage in one of the rooms here, they're doing bios right now for Mr. Eastern. Just got done with their opening dance. It's looking like a fun time so far to begin with. I'm looking forward to the end of the night as we progress with Mr. Eastern. The show kicked off with contestants being escorted by Eastern cheerleaders. For the first event, they had to spell a word, perform their best Eastern cheer, and answer a random pick question out of the hat from the cheerleaders. For the second event, they had to showcase their talent. Some contestants lip-sync featured songs, and others did singing performances. The show ended with some lucky people in the audience winning different prizes and gift cards. In the end, Jimmy Burgard walked away with this year's crown thanks to his guitar and singing performance. Well, that'll do it for Mr. Eastern 2016. I even won myself a $10 Bliss Bouquet gift card. Congratulations to the winner, Jimmy Burgard, on the victorious win. Well, that'll do it outside the Betty Tipton room here for Mr. Eastern. I'm Zach Burnett for ETV News.
Thanks, Zach, and congratulations to our new Mr. Eastern, Jimmy Burgard.
Zyman J.P. Plater will be presenting at Eastern's University Hour about his new book, The Snail Darter in the Dam, How Pork Barrel Politics Endangered a Little Fish and Killed a River. Plater is a director of Land and Environmental Law program at Boston College Law School. He is also a lawyer who fought and won the Supreme Court case called Tennessee Valley Authority versus Hill. This University Hour will take place on Friday, April 1st at 3 p.m. in the Student Center Theater.
This Friday, URock will be hosting their annual Stay Up With URock event. Students will be able to participate in several activities, including making a Build-A-Bear, Asian name paintings, a candy wall, a spin art machine, and seeing a fortune teller. Stay Up With URock will be held this Friday on April 1st from 8 to 11 p.m. in the Student Center, so don't miss out.
The American Advertising Federation will be hosting a talk with Joe Grutchkin. Grutchkin is the CEO of Max Exposure Social Media, a social media firm located in Westport, Connecticut. His discussion will be talking to students about the experiences he's had as an entrepreneur and working in sales at a young age, as well as explaining how social media helps businesses. This event will be held in the Student Center Theater on April 7th from 3 to 4 p.m.
The Center for Community Engagement would like to invite all students to the 2016 Service Expo and Awards. This event will take place on April 13th from 12 to 5 p.m. at the Wyndham Town Hall. If you have ever led a service project in the community, you have the opportunity to be recognized for your work by submitting a poster presentation. This is a great chance to showcase your service project while also gaining feedback and awards. Transportation will be available from the CCE and the Student Center every half hour from 1:30 to 6.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Stephanie Alvarez in this week's editorial.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly,
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello, Eastern. My name is Stephanie Alvarez, and welcome to this week's editorial. This past weekend, I watched a documentary on Netflix called Fed Up. The film argues that there is a worldwide epidemic of obesity and that this epidemic is caused by increased sugar consumption as a result of the food industry's attempts to increase the amount of hidden sugars in processed foods. It also blames the government for failing to control the food industry. Fed Up, while being very entertaining to watch and informational at first glance, actually isn't very accurate. Only after rewatching the movie, jotting down some notes, and doing some fact-checking, I realized that most of the statistics and claims were false or had no scientific data to back it up. FoodInsight.com had two nutrition experts, Dr. Marianne Smith-Edge and Dr. Matt Raymond, fact-check some of the films in an article called Correcting the Fed Up Record. The film stated, "This year, for the first time in the history of the world, more people will die from the effects of obesity than from starvation." Edge and Raymond, however, said, "Not true. 3 times as many die of starvation than of obesity-related illnesses." The film states, between 1977 and 2000, Americans have doubled their daily intake of sugar. Raymond and Edge say, "Not true. Americans are eating more total calories but have not doubled the calories from sugar." The film says, over 95% of all Americans will be overweight or obese in 2 decades. Raymond and Edge say, no, obesity prevalence has leveled off since 2003, and in the forecasted trend line is virtually flat. So basically, Raymond and Edge not only disprove these broad, oversimplified statistics by providing the reports and records to back up their claims, they are correcting the misinterpretations most Americans have from these statements. They sum up their thoughts on the film by saying, "The film's reckless disregard for the truth undercuts its entire premise. Its misdiagnosis of the problem and obsessive focus on a single nutrient actually could cause more harm than good, in that overconsumption of any micronutrient can lead to overweight and obesity." While all documents have a point of view, few have distorted reality, omitted context, or proclaimed such far-fetched statistics like Fed Up has. I would urge journalists to dig deeper and question the claims that have been made, back up their statements with facts, and then analyze their answers critically. As far as the problems with sugar, I think we can all agree that the typical American diet is not healthy. It provides too much processed food, convenience food, sodas, red meat, salt, sugars, and calories, and it's deficient in fruits, vegetables, and fiber. However, sugar is only one part of the obesity problem. No one would argue that we shouldn't try to reduce sugar consumption. The question is, how do we exactly accomplish that? The general public is well aware of the need to control weight, and instead of trying to control their eating habits by passing laws to control the food industry, we might do better to educate them about how to eat a healthier diet. Doing things as simple as implementing a policy that would require all high schools and colleges to offer food-based nutritional classes could assist young people in knowing the types of food they should eat day to day, and could lead to widespread differences in the rates of obesity. Till then, we'll just have to continue figuring out the truth for ourselves and make the decisions that will best impact our health.
Thanks for joining me, Eastern. My name is Stephanie Alvarez, and I'll see you next week for another editorial.
And we'll be right back after these short messages.
When ETV News returns, we stop by CAB's comedy event, and we took a closer look into Eastern's new art gallery. All this and more when we return.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America and your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
People Helping People hosts their 3rd annual Pantene Beautiful Lakes event this weekend. On Sunday, April 3rd, members of People Helping People will be recruiting students, faculty, and community members who are willing to donate their hair. In order to be considered, you must donate at least 8 inches. Everyone's hair will be styled by a hairstylist, in which your hair is then donated to Pantene in order to create free wigs for cancer patients. This event will be held in the Student Center, room 219, from 12 to 5 p.m. for all of those looking to donate and help a wonderful cause.
Our own ETV reporter Lupe Marquez went out to the Betty Tipton room to see comedian Adam Grabkowski. Let's see how it went.
How's it going, Eastern? My name is Lupe Marquez, reporting for ETV News, and we're standing outside of the BTR waiting for CAB's comedy night to go on. Let's go check it out.
On March 30th, CAB hosted yet another comedy night. This time around, 2015 Comedy Performer of the Year, Adam Grabkowski, was the reason for the BTR erupting in laughter. He entertained the crowd by tailoring it to Eastern's campus and the crowd's liking, making it more of an improv and audience participation show. The audience enjoyed the unscripted nature of this act. We spoke to CAB comedy coordinator Tanya Quito to talk more on Grabkowski.
So I went to NALCA as a conference that we go to every November, and I saw him. Like, we get to see comedians, musicians, and different people, and I saw him, and he was funny, so I chose him. I think it was great. It was just long, but it was good. But I was supposed to be from 8 to 9, but I was still good. It was a good show, so it wasn't so bad.
This is one of many events that CAB puts on for residential students to have a good time at night.
The Campus Activities Board at Eastern is a well-known organization that holds events for residential and commuter students. These events range from music lounges to late nights to even off-campus trips. Let's see what CAB comedy event is coming up next.
We have another comedian on the 20th of April. It's Alex Stone. He's from Chicago, and he's really funny too.
Seems like everyone had a great night at CAB Comedy Night. We'll see you next time, Eastern. I'm Lupe Marquez, reporting for ETV News.
Thanks, Lupe. It looked like a blast.
It's that time of the year where Eastern's Best Buddies is hosting their annual Dance-a-thon event. The Dance-a-thon will be on April 9th in the Betty Tipton Room in order to help support those with intellectual and and developmental disabilities in the community. The dance will be 6 hours long from 4 to 10 p.m. and will help support the Best Buddies chapter in providing leadership opportunities for those with ODD. There will also be a chance to win some prizes, so be sure to check it out.
ETV's Erin Fitzsimons took a trip to the new art gallery. Let's see what she thought about it.
Hey everyone, I'm Erin Fitzsimons here for ETV News, where I'm here in the Fine Arts Building in front of the art gallery here, where I'll be exploring the second exhibition called Spectra. This exhibit showcases the work of 5 very diverse artists in which they emerge traditional forms of art across an aesthetic discipline. We spoke to art gallery student worker Ruth to talk more about the exhibit.
Well, this is the new gallery that is in the Fine Arts Building. This is what replaced the Aikis Gallery that used to be in Schaefer. And pretty much is a place that students can come to learn about the different exhibitions that we have.
The Spectra exhibition is comprised of artworks along a broad range of media in order to showcase the artists' different kinds of execution along their artworks. The artworks displayed cover the use of media, modes of inquiry, and styles of execution. Some of those samples include printmaking, video, mixed media photography, interactive electronic sculpture, and indoor and outdoor sculpture works. The Spectra exhibit brings forth new and exciting possibilities for both the Eastern and Windham community.
Senior exhibition will be the senior class of the art department that will have their work presented and exhibited in here. And it will have, just like this one, it will have different sort of art, like some paintings maybe, and some sculptures, some media.
Be sure to check out the second exhibition here called Spectra, open until April 21st. For more information on more exhibitions here at the Art Gallery, be sure to check out Eastern's website. Reporting to you from the Art Gallery, I'm Erin Fitzsimons for ETV News.
Thanks, Erin. Be sure to go check it out.
Come one, come all to the greatest career fair preparation event there is, Resumania. Whether you plan on attending the career fair or not, almost everyone will need a resume eventually. So you might as well utilize the assistance of the Center for Internships and Career Development to maximize the potential of your resume today. This great event will take place on Tuesday, April 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Wood Support Services Center.
Are you a senior graduating in May that's looking into applying for jobs? Or are you an underclassman looking to get ahead of the game? Well, on April 4th, the Center for Internships and Career Development is hosting a career fair boot camp. Students will be able to discover all of the little things employers look for during a career fair. The boot camp will demonstrate aspects such as proper dress code, conversation topics, mannerisms, and many other aspects that will help you understand and stand out from the crowd. The Career Fair Boot Camp will be held in the Student Center Room 115 from 4 to 6 p.m.
We're going to take another quick break, but we'll be right back with Amanda Zeitel and her sports update.
Coming up next, we talk Eastern Spring Sports and check in with Coach Pepin and her team.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me. See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Welcome back. I'm Amanda Zeitel with this week's sports update. On Tuesday, March 29th, the Warriors softball team lost both games in a doubleheader against Trinity College. Each game ended with the Warriors only 1 run behind. In the first game, they were tied 0-0 until the bottom of the 7th inning when Rachel Smith drove in the only run, winning the game for Trinity. The win ended a 14-game losing streak to Eastern softball. In the second game, the Warriors got on the board in the 4th and 5th inning to tie the game at 2, but it was not enough to get them the win as Trinity College was able to score on a wild pitch in the 6th. Eastern had a chance to take the lead in the top of the 7th, but they stranded runners at the 2nd and 3rd to end the game. Eastern begins its Little East Conference season this Saturday in a doubleheader against UMass Boston. Good luck, girls. It was a tough afternoon on Wednesday for the baseball team when they lost to Wesleyan University 9-2. Wesleyan started off the game strong by taking a 2-0 lead in the first, but Eastern tied the game at 2 in the 3rd inning with a 2-run home run hit by freshman Ryan Hood, the first home run of his collegiate career. The game remained close until the 8th inning when Wesleyan scored 5 more runs off of 5 hits. Wesleyan pitcher Ethan Rode was credited with the win, pitching into the 7th while striking out 6 and scattering 7 hits. Eastern opened their home season earlier today hosting Salve Regina University. The Warriors men's lacrosse team had a 10-8 non-conference victory over Wheaton College yesterday afternoon. Senior goalie Blake Smaldone had a day as he tied the program record with 25 saves, almost half of them coming in the 4th quarter. Dan Vasquez led Eastern with 3 goals and an assist, and Tim Riley and David Borowski both added 2 goals to help lead Eastern to the win. This Saturday at 7 p.m., Eastern opens its Little East Conference season against the University of Southern Maine. With softball season just beginning, we take a look at how this year will shape up for the Warriors with this week's season preview.
We're doing cutoffs and relays. So I want Bartles in center. I want Jackie at second, Gina at first, Short, third, everybody else over here. So my expectations are really high for this team. We have accomplished a lot in the past, so we have 6 titles, Lily's titles, but we want to go a lot farther than that. Our goal is to get to super regionals, which is the top 16 teams in the nation, and I think it's very feasible if we stay focused and play together. So yeah, our expectations are really high, and to obviously win a conference title again. I think that replacing Sam Rossetti is going to be huge. So I'm looking at Kristen Ryan, who is a power hitter, as well as maybe Emily Komornick. She's a pitcher, but she has been hitting the ball really hard and really well to fill that kind of DP role. As far as replacing Aaron, our all-conference pitcher, that's going to be difficult, but we have a pitching staff. We have Sam Valentine, who has a lot of experience, as well as Emily Komornick, and then Summer Cipriani can throw some BBs. We're getting her there. So those are our challenges, trying to figure out who's going to step up in those roles. You know, we've had many All-Americans, and I think the key to an All-American is, one, they're very humble, so they don't even care about the accolades. Alyssa's the same way. She will do whatever she needs to do to help the team be successful, and she's a great athlete, and she listens, and she's such a great kid that our team follows her lead, and that's huge. We have to focus on what Eastern softball is about. So we focus pitch by pitch, out by out, inning by inning, and what the process is. We're not necessarily worried about, oh, we have to win a conference title. It kind of happens if we pay attention to details and we do everything that we need to do in practice, which is practicing hard, having a positive attitude, and that's really our philosophy, which has worked well for us. We also have a philosophy of what's important now. We open up with the Leadoff Classic, which is an invitation tournament. So our national organization puts on the top 24 teams in the nation, and they go and compete. So they're at the tournament with East Texas Baptist and Ithaca, all top teams in the nation. So it's going to be really challenging and a good experience for us to start off strong, and then we head to Florida and kind of iron out the kinks and see where we are. We don't play any easy teams, and we're going to have to really compete every day and challenge each other and challenge the team that we're playing. I think it's very overwhelming for kids to say we want to go to super regionals and we want to win a conference title, and they're like, well, how do I do that? Well, you have to hit the ball hard, you have to do what's expected of you, play your role, and if we take care of business and play Eastern softball, we'll have a successful season.
That's all I have for this week in sports. Until next week, Eastern, I'm Amanda Zeitel.
And that's it for this week's show. If you want to see more episodes, visit the ETV YouTube channel.
Thanks for watching. Coming up, ETV Sports Game of the Week, where Eastern Men's Lacrosse takes on Wheaton College. Stay tuned, and most of all, stay amazing, Eastern.